I've never been that interested in political systems, and honestly, I'm not an expert either in that area. But over the past few years, I felt like something is seriously wrong. It seems to me that the system is basically rotten to the core. I've come to realize that most politicians, with a few exceptions, aren't genuinely interested in the well-being of the people they're supposed to serve. Instead, politics seems to be dominated by people who are power-hungry, corrupt, immoral, and deceitful. In order to change that, I think the incentive structure in politics needs a complete overhaul. And I've got a few ideas that I want to share, so please stay tuned. It might sound naive to think that honesty and compassion could lead to a successful career in politics, especially when politicians are constantly dealing with powerful lobby groups and corporate influences that push their own agenda and have the money to back them up. But why should we care? I mean, despite these pressures, we shouldn't have to accept a lack of integrity from our leaders. I really believe we need leaders with good character and morals, people who put the public's interests above their own benefits and desires for power. And to make this happen, as I said already, I think the incentive structure in politics needs a complete overhaul. By improving the incentives, we can attract candidates with stronger character and a better fit for public service, while making it too risky for corruptible individuals to get into politics. Politics should be a tough place for those people, and that needs to be made clear. First, I think one way to do this is to get rid of immunity for politicians and instead introduce harsher penalties. I think the consequences for breaking the law, being corrupt, and or engaging in unethical or deceitful conduct should be higher for politicians than for the rest of us. Why? Because politicians should act like leaders, not bosses. They should lead by example and follow the same rules they set for everyone else, I think. Second, I believe the decision-making process in politics should be completely transparent and permanently documented, so the public can verify things at any time. Politics should happen on an open stage, I think, accessible to everyone 24/7. All proceedings should always be available for review afterward to make sure everyone knows who is responsible for what. Decisions should never be made behind closed doors. Everything should be out in the open. Just don't treat us like dumb people that can't deal with reality, right? We're seeing things like digital IDs, CBDCs, social credit scores, and intrusive laws that expand government surveillance, control, and regulation of speech. These are making people more transparent. It's eroding privacy, paving the way for an unprecedented totalitarian surveillance state. Today's technology is incredibly advanced. I think we all know that, so let's use it for the people's benefit and not against them. We should use this technology for us to monitor and evaluate political processes, not to invade the privacy of ordinary citizens. This would also solve the problem of biased government-aligned mainstream media, I think, because everything would be transparent. As a result, politicians would be held accountable for everything they do, attracting only those who are courageous, visionary, and genuinely interested to do good for society. Finally, I suggest that we abolish the party system. For me, it's outdated and it doesn't fit into a modern democracy, I think. Politicians should be accountable only to their conscience and the interest of the people, not a political party. Parties often fail to represent the diverse opinions of individuals and end up reducing the complex spectrum of society into just a few broad factions, which isn't truly representative. Instead, politicians should be directly elected and removed by the people through a voting system that uses today's technology, rather than voting every 4 or 5 years only for a party that covers a big range of topics where you might agree with some parts but not with others. We should be able to vote conveniently on specific topics that matter to us. As I said, I'm not an expert in politics, so I'd like to know what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Am I being naive here? Did I miss something? Is there anything you want to add? I would like to hear from you in the comment section. So thanks for listening.